third game of the day, the big one. India take on South Africa in Perth. Now, it was always going to be those two big games in this group, Joy. India versus Pakistan, India versus South Africa. But India versus South Africa at Perth, a ground that's shown a lot of pace, a lot of bounce against that South African bowling attack. This will take some doing.
It's a big game. And yeah, this suits the South African bowling attack far more than... Though it has to be said that this is not the days where India used to, have an apology of a medium pace attack with the spinners coming in.
Yeah.
This is a very different India team for that 10, 15 years back. So we also have fast bowlers who can exploit these conditions. But if you look at that attack, and I think the big thing for them, and it's really important, especially a pitch like that, is Nokia is back in form.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference from them. I'm almost certain that you will not see both Shamsi and Maharaj play. That was a different pitch completely.
Yeah.
I think Shamsi will sit out. You'll see Ngidi back. This suits them. You could see Ngidi back. I wouldn't even be surprised if they take a punt and bring in Marco Jansen.
Yeah, he was seen prepping in the nets.
So Marco Jansen instead of Shamsi, or Ngidi instead of Shamsi, Marco Jansen with the kind of bounce they have. And this is a very dangerous South African side. There's only one other change that seems logical for everyone except the politics of selection South Africa currently. So, that change can't happen. Everything else, I think, is very set for them.
It's a very good call, actually, because I agree that I don't see them playing two spinners here, both Shamsi and Keshav Maharaj. And in recent times, they've tended to go Maharaj over Shamsi because he's quiet. He keeps things quiet as well. Shamsi, the odd day, can go for runs. But Marco Jansen is a very good call. But even if they go Lungi and Ngidi, they'll still have the four quicks. What is different, Joy, in this South African team compared to others is they don't have those all-rounders. And, I was just joking with some of the South Africans. I said, see, you didn't realize the moment Jacques Kallis left what Kallis was doing for you.
Yeah.
But Kallis was, he's a once-in-a-generation player, so let's leave Kallis aside. But the Pollocks, the Klusners, people like those who could actually in a T20 format bat at number 6 as well. So now they've got Parnell playing that role at 7. So my gut feel is they'll go Parnell, Rabada, Nokia for certain. They might go, as you said, either Lungi and Ngidi. But on this track, I think Jansen is the better bowler than Lungi and Ngidi. I don't know whether they'll go there. But I think this is where the buck will stop with Temba Bavuma, or it has to stop with Temba Bavuma if he doesn't get runs here, because there's Heinrich Klaasen waiting there in the wings. And if Klaasen plays, that team is complete. South Africa are a fantastic team, actually. So if Klaasen plays, that team is complete.
Yeah. And even Reza Hendricks, he's done really well inside the power play for them. And Temba Bavuma really needs runs and lots of them. Let's have a look at the India squad as well. Of course, this will be the second game played at Perth on the same track. Now, Rohit Sharma got some runs, and admittedly, Joy, he said that those weren't the best of runs. Those were ugly runs. But at the end of the day, runs are runs, and he would be very happy. All that India would want, as India's batting coach also said, that we're backing KL Rahul and we're backing him to come good.
Yeah, they're backing Rahul, and they made it very clear that this is what we are, this is what we're going to stick to. I think the other thing they've also decided pretty clearly is that if Rishabh Pant was to come in at any point at this situation, it would be for Rahul and it wouldn't be for Dinesh Karthik, because I think they've also made a call on Dinesh Karthik being that player number 7, that instant accelerator. They, call him what you like, the catalyst of the middle order run scoring. So I think that's been decided as well. Now it's a matter of the bowlers. You have a look at all the bowlers have done well enough to justify their position with the kind of pace and swing and offer. There's no reason. I think Harshal Patel is not the bowler. You're better off served with Bhuvneshwar Narseep. So unless there's, barring injury, there is no way India is going to change this lineup. Especially if Rahul, they've already said they've decided to back Rahul. I don't see anything else changing.
Yeah, and if it isn't broken, you shouldn't really fix it, Harsha. But the one thing that they would like fixed is some runs for KL Rahul, because apart from that, the rest of the batting order has had a good hit out there. It's just KL Rahul who needs a little bit more runs and perhaps a little bit more confidence.
And what is allowing India to play that combination is actually Hardik Pandya. How many Hardik Pandyas are there in the tournament?
Oh,
seam bowling, fast bowlers, seam bowlers who can crank it up, bowl 135, 140 on a good day, can give you all 4 overs and bat in the top 6. There are very, very few of that category. Maybe Marcus Stoinis from Australia is one of those. You might find 1 or 2 more, but nobody else. So as a result, India can get 16 overs of seam if they want. But just in case you find that the track's gripping a little, you never know, you've still got 2 spinners to call upon.
Yeah.
And as you know, one of the spinners can come in at bat at number 8 and win you a game by leaving the ball.
That is true.
That's a separate issue.
Yeah.
So Hardik Pandya is allowing India to play that combination because, as Joy said, these tracks, especially in Perth where the ball is coming along, there's not much point playing Harshal. I mean, to be fair, we're being unfair to Harshal. He's not just a slow ball into the surface kind of bowler. He's a better bowler than just that. But India, because of Hardik Pandya, India already have 16 overs of fast bowling if they require. And if you notice something very interesting that happened in the last game that India played, Hardik Pandya bowled 1 over.
Yeah.
That's it, 1 over. He had cranked it up against Pakistan. And I think when Hardik bowls quick for 4 overs, my gut feel is, I've not spoken to him, is that he needs a little bit of recovery time, which he's got before this game against South Africa.
Yeah, that's all right. But who will your smart picks be? One from India, one from South Africa.
Who's my what?
Smart picks, your players to watch out for.
My player to watch out for, fast surface, bouncy track. I'm still going Rohit Virat. Virat actually. I think Virat Kohli, if he's in form, just changes the dynamic of this team completely because he's now gone back to playing the Virat Kohli role that we know, and the tracks are allowing him to do that. So, I mean, Virat in form just takes this team to another level. So, I'll go Virat Kohli. Yeah.
Something that he also said. He said that once I come to Australia, I don't watch videos. I just go out in the nets and practice. And you do look ugly on the first few balls, but then you adjust to the pace, adjust to the bounce. And once you do that, this is the best place to bat. He's enjoying it. So clearly, he's a smart pick. From South Africa, Joy, who would your smart pick be?
Firstly, from India, I'd have a different smart pick. It's somebody who's not in the 11. It's Surya Kumar Yadav's wife, because she has recently made a statement saying that just before a match, she always takes away his phone so that he can't see social media at all. So he doesn't know what's happening. She's a really smart player because she's doing some really excellent work.
Yes.
And I think seeing Surya the way he plays...
Joy, sorry to interrupt you. I think she must be put in charge of all the Indian team even after the match. After the match, take away all the phones so they don't read their mentions.
Yeah. That is right. And with Virat Kohli, I've just got a very interesting stat. On 28th of August in T20Is in 2022, he had 81 T20I runs. On 28th of October, he has 629. So he's really cranked it up. He's really turned it on. And the Indian fans would hope, as Harsha said, because Virat Kohli is now batting like the Virat Kohli of the old, he's really playing the role that India want him to play. He goes ahead and makes another one of those spectacular knocks that only Virat Kohli can.